Hi there everyone, it's Anthony and I am about to do another reaction to Dexter. I'm looking forward to seeing what's about to happen now. Of course, at the end of last episode, the ice truck killer got revealed to be Deb's new beau, whoever he is. That's the word, right? Bae or boyfriend? I don't know. But anyway, let's see what's going to happen next on Dexter Season 1, Episode 9, Father Knows Best.
Do you mind?
Not at all.
You're like, yes, I do mind.
Cool. How'd you get that ugly scar? Cody.
How'd you get that
Sword
ugly
fight.
scar?
I won.
Looks like Rita's having too much fun with this relationship now.
Hey!
Is he? He just totally flipped out on him. Is he shooting him?
Maybe Rudy was right. You never can truly know anyone.
There's some irony. Well, I think that was another great episode. So far, this show has done a really good job of pacing this season out, in my opinion. It seems like every episode we're learning just enough more information to keep everything really engaging without just taking it too far and I guess going too quickly and making things feel like they're happening just for the sake of happening, if that makes sense. I feel like the way that they're pacing this out, the way that we're learning new things, the way that Dexter is learning new things is working really well because it's so interesting. It started out just seeming like the ice truck killer was just, this random serial killer that Dexter was really impressed with and wanted to know more about. And then slowly but surely we start to find out that this guy has a lot more of a connection to Dexter than it initially seemed. I mean he was inside of his house and I thought that was just because this guy somehow found out that Dexter was investigating his case, so he was just sending him a message or something. But then it just continued going on more and more to the point where now, he's with Dexter's girlfriend and he's with Dexter's sister, and he's become Dexter's sister's boyfriend, and he apparently knows something about Dexter's past because he killed Dexter's biological father. And we don't know why he did that. I mean, it seems like he wanted for Dexter to find out that that was his real father, and I don't know what his play is. He seemed throughout the episode to kind of be trying to steer Dexter and Deb in certain directions and stuff. So I'm really interested to figure out what his end game is. And I like the way that the actor is portraying it. I feel like from the start he's kind of had, this really sort of creepy off vibe to him. And ever since it's been revealed that he's the ice truck killer, it's kind of, he's taken it up like 20 notches. So now it's like everything he does, from my perspective as a viewer, knowing he's the ice truck killer, I'm like, what is up with this guy? Dexter, don't you see that he's like weird? But Dexter hasn't noticed it yet. But I feel like it's one of those take one to know one situations, and Dexter is going to, sooner rather than later, figure out that this guy, there's more going on with him than he's letting on. Paul is starting to seem like a really big threat. I like the way that they've kind of, again, I talked about the pacing. I like the way that they've paced out his character into, when he first came back, it seemed like, well, maybe he'll be able to turn himself around. But at the same time, it's a TV show. We already know things are going to hit the fan and it's not going to go well. But you're like, maybe he's turned himself around and he'll be a good father. But then he starts almost hitting Dexter and showing a lot of signs of passive aggression toward Rita that have just slowly been building up until, the culmination at the end of this episode where, he was about to assault Rita again. And I'm glad that she was able to get out of there and attack him with the bat and everything. So I guess we'll see what's going to happen next with that. But Paul is definitely becoming a big player in the series. And I guess, a main antagonist in a way, I guess, along with the ice truck killer. Also, this episode, we had the B plot with Dokes and Angel, and, Dokes shooting the guy. It put Angel in a really interesting and kind of conflicting position. He was like, if I tell the truth, then I'm ratting on a fellow officer, but if I lied, then, I might be obstructing true justice and whatnot. And I'm sure that actually it kind of is a storyline that feels a little pertinent to things happening today and just always. And I guess it puts you in the shoes of those other police officers around these people who may be like, okay, so what do I do in a situation like this? Should I, be giving these other officers the benefit of the doubt, or should I be doing what I feel like is right? And I think at the end of the day, Angel definitely did what was right, and not just letting Dokes get away with that without bringing that up, because special ops, black ops, whatever aside, there's a lot of situations where that could have been a completely different thing, and Dokes killed that man, unlawfully, and didn't have the right to do that, and Angel would have just been covering up for him. So I'm glad that Angel went the route that he went. And I also appreciated that Dokes still was standing up for him at the end, and this didn't turn into like a, Angel versus Dokes thing that's going to continue on for the rest of the series. So this episode was a W for me. I said at the beginning of the series that I thought that this was a show that could have easily just been lost to its concept and kind of fallen victim to relying too heavily on the whole serial killer kills other killers thing, and just kind of made that its whole thing. But I like the fact that yes, that's still the hook that brings you in, that gets you interested in Dexter as a show and as a character. But there's so many more layers to what's going on right now, and layers to Dexter as a character and his backstory that we're trying to find out and that he's trying to find out as well. And the way that they're, bringing it all in and introducing it is really interesting. So yeah, I think this show is going all the right directions. It's balancing everything out well in terms of being a case of the week show and a serial show. It's balancing out how it's presenting the information to us and how it's developing all the different characters. Every character so far has been getting some type of storyline and opportunities for character growth, and we're just 9 episodes in. So again, 2 thumbs up so far for Dexter. I love this episode, and I can't wait to see more. That'll be it for this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of Dexter, Season 1, Episode 9, Father Knows Best. And if you like this video, go ahead and like it! And I guess subscribe if you want to subscribe. I don't know. I feel weird asking people to do all this stuff. I feel like I'm asking you for too much. So just do whatever you want to do. Do what you want to do. Anybody listen to Childish Gambino? Okay, I'm still talking. Shut up. That's it. Bye. It's done. Thanks for